Very good morning to all my dear students. Welcome back to our English class. Today I will be going to teach you the poem. The title of the poem is The Owl and the Pussy Cat. Now, before going with the lesson, let us recall what we have done in our previous class. So we remembered that we were talking about the dialogue writing, and I have given you a task to write the dialogues between two friends about their likes and their desires. I hope you must have done it. So now let us start with our poem. So uh, once we read this poem, what is the learning outcome we will have after reading this poem? So after reading this poem, we will be able to analyze about the rhyming words. Along with that, we'll come across with some of the new words. We'll get the meaning of those words, and finally, that when we will read this poem, we will be able to improve our reading skill, where we should know that what should be the accent, what should be the annotation, and finally we'll be able to understand the main concept of the poetry. So before going with the poem, let us start with the rhyming word which is given in our book. So I have written some of the words on my blackboard, and let us see. The words were honey, money, boat, note, married, tarried, grows, nose, mince, quince, hand, sand, ring, sing, guitar, star. So when I read all these words, you will come across that the words are sounding alike. So once we find that there is a similar sound is repeated, we say that it is a rhyming word, because one word is rhyming to other. Now after reading this poem, we will come across with some of the difficult word as well. So I have already written the meaning of the word on my board, because there are some of the words which are used here, and you will be not acquainted, you are not aware of such new words. Okay, so I will be telling you the meaning of the word while I will be explaining you the content. So let's begin with the poem. Let me ask you one question, because the title of the poem is The Owl and the Pussy Cat. So my question to you is, do you think that the two animals can be friends? Can you think that there can be a wonderful bonding of friendship between two animals? And if you feel, then according to you, which animal can be friends with each other? So this is the thing which you have to think. Brainstorming has to be done here, where you have to think about two different animal, and you have to think that whether these animals can be the friends or not. Like we have read one of the story, the Great Race. No, and in that race we come across about the enmity between the cat and the rat. Why the cat and the rat are not anymore the friend, and why the cat is always trying to eat up the cat. So here the enmity, no, or the snake and the mongoose, they are enemy to each other. If there is a snake, the mongoose will kill it. This is what the happening is happening now. But we are asking you the question that can you name out any two animals which can become friends? So we have to think now. So according to this very question, let us proceed with the poem, and we'll come across that how the owl and the pussycat became friend, and once they become friend, what they try to do. So let us go with the poem. So the poem is that the pussycat and the owl went to sea in a beautiful pea green boat. Now this is just a work of fantasy, that is an imagination, that the owl and the pussycat, they were sitting on a pea green boat, and they are undergoing with a voyage to the towards the sea. So they took some honey, plenty of money, wrapped up in a 5 pound note. And what they took along with them, they took small quantity of honey, but a good number of money with them, and they wrapped that money and the honey in a 5 pound note. The owl looked up the stars above and sang to a small guitar. Now, this is just an imagination of the poet, that the poet is imagining that owl is looking at the star which is high above, and the owl took out the guitar, the small guitar which he has, and he started playing a beautiful melodious song on it. Oh lovely pussy, oh pussy, my love, what a beautiful pussy you are. You are what a beautiful pussy you are. And what he is singing now in his guitar, he is trying to impress the cat, because he want to become friend with her, and that is why he just trying to be friendly, and that is why he uttered these beautiful words for the cat. And he said that, oh lovely pussy, addressing to the pussy, that you are very lovely and you are my love, he said. And then, you are such a beautiful pussy you are, and what a beautiful pussy you are. And this is how he is appreciating the beauty of the small little cat. Pussy also replied in the same manner. So Pussy said to the owl, you elegant fowl, how charming sweet you sing. Oh, let us be married. Too long we have tarried, but what shall we do for a ring? They sailed away for a year and a year to the land where the bong tree grows, and there in a wood of Piggy Wig stood, with a ring at the end of his nose, with the ring at the end of the nose. And now, as the owl proposed to the pussycat by using very good words for her, by saying that you are my love, you are so lovely, you are so beautiful, so the cat also responded in the same manner, and she said that you are really an elegant creature. And what she added, that you are really very charming, and the song which you have sung was very charming, very melodious, and I love to hear the song. So here elegant means graceful. Okay, and then one more word was there, that oh let us be married, too long we have tarried. And now she is as the owl proposed, the cat took the proposal in a very positive manner, and she said that okay, now let us go and let us get married, because she's saying that we have already delayed, we have already wasted our time when we are undergoing as we are undergoing in the voyage. But what shall we do for a ring? And then finally she said that now let us go marry now, and because we have already delayed a lot. So the question arose again in the mind of the cat, and the cat said that okay, if we are going to get married, then what shall we do with the for the ring? We need a ring. Then they sailed away for a year and a day, and in order to get the ring, they sailed again for the next year, and then a year a day, that means more than 366 days, and to the land where the bong trees grow. And finally they reached to a place where there was a particular bong tree, and there is a wood a Piggy Wig stood, with a ring at the end of his nose. And now he is talking about that they reach to they sail towards the sea, and they undergo for the journey for more than 366 days, and then finally they reach to a place where they found a bong tree, a typical type of tree, and in that very tree they found that there is there in a wood a Piggy Wig stood. So in that very tree there might be a hole, and that is what we are having the piggy bank. In the same manner, the tree also have a piggy bank. Instead of saying bank, we are using the word Piggy Wig. And that Piggy Wig was consisting of one of the ring with it. So with a ring at the end of his nose, that is the on the tree, on the trunk of the tree. His nose with a ring in the at the end of the nose. Dear pig, you are willing to sell for 1 shilling your ring? Said the piggy. I will. And then the piggy, she asked the question to the pig, because a shape of the pig was there, and on the top of the nose there was a ring. And then she made a question that, are you going to sell this ring which is there on your nose? So what should be the price? And then he said that, okay, I will be going to pay you 1 shilling, that is a what you call, a pound, I think it is something related to the currency. Okay, so she said that, okay, I will be going to pay you a coin that was used in Britain, and it is, as I said, it is a pound. So she said that I am ready to pay you 1 shilling, 1 pound, for this very ring, your ring, said the piggy. And the piggy also replied in a very nice manner. You can see the picture of shilling also here. So the piggy said that, yes, I will. So they took it away and were married next day, and they purchased that ring from the piggy, and they gave 1 shilling to the piggy, and finally they got married on the very next day by the turkey who lives on the hill. And they reached to the area which is known as Turkey. So they reached to that area, and on that place on the hill they got married. They dined on mince and slice of quince, which they ate with a runcible spoon. So here, as they got married, they had a party, and in that party they had the mince. So mince means a small pieces of meat, and quince means a typical kind of fruit, which is very similar like the pear, as you can see in the picture also. So they had in their dinner, they dined mutton, that is the small pieces of mutton, along with the slice of the fruit. And then how they ate, so it is just a word is given here, rincible means it is something which which does not have any meaning, as something nonsense word which does not make any sense to anything. And hand in hand on the edge of the sand, they dance by the light of the moon, they dance by the light of the moon. And then they enjoyed the day as they got married. So after having a wonderful dinner, they were together, they were shaking their hand, they put their hand in hand, and then at the edge of the sand they started dancing under the moonlight, and they enjoyed their day. So this is such a wonderful imagination of our poet. The name of the poet is Edward Lear. He wrote this poem. Okay, so it is just an imagination. Nobody can say that Owl and the Pussycat is going to get married and they have sailed towards the Turkey area and then they got that ring. This is just an imagination. But yes, we enjoyed this poem a lot because this poem took us to the world of imagination, a world of fantasy. Okay, so I will be sharing you the notes to you, that is exercise, or rather I will be sending you the question answers to you. Okay, so this let us discuss that question answer I will be sharing you, and you please write down the answers in your copy. Okay, till then take care of yourself. Have a wonderful day ahead, children. Okay, bye.